All right. This is Robbie Fulks, and I think I'm on the Acorn Theater Facebook page. And if I am, and you're watching this, then hello. We're in the middle of this coronavirus thing. In case you didn't hear, if you're not a news hound, a news buff, that's what's going on out there. And so, as a consequence, like all the entertainment, a lot of it's been canceled, and a lot of it that you see on, on video has this amateurish, terrible room quality with a cell phone and a mic. And so that's what we've got right here. And so it'll be just like the Seth Meyers show or the, all of these shows that are on TV now. It's just a guy with a stupid iPhone and a microphone attached. So let's try it out here. This show I'm doing is going to be 30, 40 minutes long or something like that. And at the softest, it's going to be like this. And the loudest is going to be like that. So adjust your laptops accordingly or whatever, your cell phones. And let's do a song that's soft and loud. It goes like this. I never knew this place had so much empty space until tonight, when you walked right out the door. I don't know what that was. So I walked, that's our audience there, to our bedside, and I pulled out that 45 that laid for years behind our chest of drawers. At first it looked too worn to play, the label all but washed away. Then I made out the name of my old friend. 30 years and a scratch or two, but when the needle hit the groove, I knew that it was crying time again. The buck starts here with Hank sure to follow. Turn him up loud and clear. He's singing my sorrow. Let the sad songs roll on through a house filled with tears, where the good times are gone. The buck starts here. The people in the house next door think I'm tearing up the floor. It's 4:30. My lights are burning bright, but this occasion is no big deal. Shut up. It's just some boys from Bakersfield that came around to help me through the night. The buck starts here with Hank sure to follow. Turn him up loud and clear. He's singing my sorrow. Let the sad songs roll on through a house filled with tears, where the good times are gone. The buck starts here. Here where the good times are gone. The buck starts here. And that's a pathetic sound of two hands clapping, rather than the full audience that would be here at the Acorn Theater. I think not on this date. I think we had a date booked, when was it? May, early May, May 1st. Now been changed to October, so if this little video and a microphone show isn't enough for you, come over there at Three Oaks, Michigan in October and see the show. And let's do another tune right now. We're in sunny California. The weather is what is it?
I think it's in the high 60s, low 70s.
High 60s, low 70s. So eat your heart out if you're watching this from Saskatchewan or somewhere like that. We're indoors and we got everything we need here. We got give me that Drew Friedman book right there. We got.
Yes, sir.
This is one of the best albums I've ever got, the Bakersfield sound. I can hardly lift it. It's a bunch of Bakersfield music from about a 50-year period. And we've got, they told me to promote stuff. I'm not going to promote my own merchandise because that's, it's a little tacky. But I'll promote that, the Bakersfield sound, Drew Friedman's Chosen People, and of course, National Affairs Magazine, and that's all that's in reach here on the coffee table. This was called Long I Ride. Well, it's ryegrass in the wintertime, flowers in the spring, but Texas in the summer is now suffering. I went up on Jackson Hill at a diner, I sat down, and I waved at every stranger just to move the air around. It's a long ride for the little I gained. Hey, when I left that Brooklyn girl, I never thought it true. She had silk brocade in her bedroom and a job that paid for two. I think I'll get down the old guitar and see what I may find. Get $1 off some lawyer on the number 7 line. It's a long ride for the little I gained. What are you writing? Folks will treat you kind when your wallet's in your hand, but a 6-string on your shoulder might be the devil's friend. They'll put themselves above you, but for all their strut and brag, I trade every brick on Wall Street for one black mountain rag. It's a long ride for the little I gained. If I could only go, there's a little girl that stole my heart and I think she'd like to go. But the running goes but one way and the only goal in sight is to make a bit more in the daytime than I drink down at night. It's a long ride for the little I gained. They say the North girls are fair and they all sing right on key, but I've been down and I never found one sing as good as me. And they say the days of wondrous land for any good man that dies, and if it's got drinking women, well then I'll be surprised. A little longer ride for the little I
gained. Woo! Sorry.
Don't make me laugh. What are you writing?
I was going to write names of people who are watching and hold it up to you. So
Names of people.
So you could read.
Are they saying anything? Or
Janet Kenworthy's is watching from somewhere. Somebody's in Creedmoor.
Oh, I know Janet from somewhere or other.
Yeah, but
Creedmoor, North Carolina?
that's what somebody said. And Nick is watching. I'm assuming Logan's watching.
Oh, well, hello, everyone.
Duke Levine is watching. You know how
This
I'm
is
doing that,
surreal. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Fran Mason says hi from Seattle.
Oh, Fran.
Tom and Paul are watching.
Meltzer and Foglino.
Gotta believe it.
The
Hell
great,
yeah.
the great rip-off law firm. Oh, gosh.
Oh, and of course Lisa Connell's watching.
Oh, Lisa.
And Heather. Copeland.
Heather who?
Heather Copeland.
Copeland.
Amanda,
Oh,
you're
my
watching.
God. Well, this is... What's the old show where they go like, okay, I see Heather out there, and I see Creedmoor out there. What was that show? That wasn't
he
Soupy
looked
Sales.
No, he looked through a magic.
Yeah, the
Tell
magic.
us, somebody.
Yeah. Are they
Carrie's dog is watching.
are they commenting, or are they just...
Yeah, there's a lot of woohoos. Oh, somebody requested Stolen, but I don't know if you're doing that.
Oh, I don't even remember
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
what I was
Yeah,
afraid
if you
of.
have requests...
Ralph says you look beautiful.
Who?
Ralph?
Ralph? I'm not
John
taking
Raymond
that
wants
request.
a shout out from Northampton.
All right, that's
All right,
enough
I
of
know,
that.
It's out
This
of
is
control.
this is
I
getting
can't
worse
keep
than an
reading all
actual
this,
show.
You guys.
You know what's cooler than an actual show is I just think I'm more comfortable this
Romper
way.
Room. Lisa Connell said
Romper
it's
room. Yes. I think that we should do all shows kind of like this from now on, like in a living room.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I'm feeling better about it. I'm not.
Good.
Sometimes I'm tense in front of an audience.
Right, this way you know your laundry's being washed.
Oh, can you hear it?
Listen, everyone.
No, it's not making a sound, is
Okay,
it?
all
All
right.
right.
We know Acorn's asleep in the corner.
So anyway, that was 2 songs. Are we done? Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
So-
Brennan Lee says hi.
It's 12 minutes in. Brennan's watching. Let's do a Brennan song. Okay. Yeah, I got to work on a Brennan Lee record last year and the year before. It frickin' took forever, but it got done. And I can't wait for all of you guys who aren't named Brennan Lee to check out this record because it's got so much good music on it that it's slightly incredible. And Brennan wrote all of it and sings all of it. And I'll give you a little dash of something that. Let me put it in a good key where I can kind of do it. I can sit here with my eyes closed and one hand on the wheel, but I like to see the rows and rows of corn. It makes me feel like a kid again, to slowly watch my hometown reappear. Well, I know my accent's gone, but I would not put you on. Don't you know I'm from here? Well, I left here full of vinegar back in '99. Guitar in my backseat, big time on my mind. My desire to leave the old me in the dust could not have been more sincere. I look down my nose at friends, turns out I might need them again. Don't you know I'm from here? So that one's called From Here. That's just a little taste of that. And the engineer that we worked on, Dave Cinco, he said his favorite part of that song was when she goes, well, I know my accent's gone. So it's got some laughs on it too. Very few, but that's one of them. If you were there and you and you think of that anecdote when you're listening to it. So let's do. That reminds me. Actually, I don't think Brennan ripped off this idea from me. I think she wrote that a while ago. But that reminds me of a song of mine along the same theme, and I'll do that one for you now. Back in the driveway, the end of the workday, and how fast that world disappears. A fresh lawn, a pine tree, a neighbor just like me that's worked all his life to get here. A man climbs as high as he can, but his heart belongs where it began. I can see in my mind's eye a shack on a hillside and a mean billy goat on a chain. and Dad doing battle. Dirt hard as gravel, and summer's crops never came. We'd shoot down a pheasant in flight and sing songs about Jesus all night. And that's where I'm from, where time passes slower. That's where I'm from, where it's yes ma'am and no sir. You can't tell I'm country, just you look closer. It's deep in my blood. Two cars, a picket fence, that's where I've come. Dirt roads and double wides, that's where I'm from. Night school on a fast track, no cause to look back. That place put a scar on my soul, and I swore my young ones would never know hunger. Now the good life is all they know. Well, I've watched them grow, now I see one thing separates them from me. That's where I'm from, where time passes slower. That's where I'm from, where it's yes ma'am and no sir. You can't tell I'm country, just you look closer. It's deep in my blood. White collar and necktie, that's where I've come. Half naked in the moonshine, that's where I'm from. If you've ever heard Hank Williams sing, well, brother, you know the whole blessed thing. 'Cause that's where I'm from, where time passes slower. That's where I'm from, where it's yes ma'am and no sir. You can't tell I'm country, just you look closer. It's deep in my blood. A long way down a hard road, that's where I've come. Someplace I can't go home to, that's where I'm from. Here's one of those true songs. It's a true song. Yes, sir.
I got a question on that last song. Carrie Miller wants to know if you really did have a mean billy goat.
We had nanny goats, and we had, they gave birth to billy goats, but we killed them before they turned into really like adult mean billy goats. But, so I remember the female goats were a little bit mean, and the male goats, I mean, I'm no expert on this. I'm sure a lot of viewers have a lot more goat experience, but when the male goats were young, yeah, they were sons of bitches for sure. But anyway, this is another one of those true songs, like I said, and if you could turn, I don't think you can, but if you could turn the camera around, you'd see that the mountain that I'm talking about, it's, I don't know, it's a small mountain or a big hill, but it's what I look at every day here out the window. Well, I'm sitting on the front porch, face toward the hill, a trail of years behind me, and tonight I had to kill one glass of whiskey to ease my mind, and another one to take it too far away to find. Staring up at the mountain like it drive me mad. The mountain never changes, so I guess I better have one glass of whiskey to ease my mind, and another one to take it too far away to find. Next time I'll take the money and I'll put the plan last one glass of whiskey to ease my mind, and another one to take it too far away to find. Well, these LA bars are friendly, small town bars are rough. I don't need no more unkindness, the memories of one glass of whiskey to ease my mind, and another one to take it too far away to find. When I sinking low, I reach for the first man I see. All I need is to let him know he's sinking faster than me. Well, life gets stranger the more it goes on. It's a wonder how I worry when nothing's really wrong. One glass of whiskey to ease my mind, and another one to take it too far away to find. One glass of whiskey to ease my mind, and another one to take it too far away to find. Woo! Thank you, one person.
Woo!
And 12 more I can't see. All right, that song's called One Glass of Whiskey. It's a new song, and I'm writing new songs for a new record. It'll be a while till it's out, but next year. And if you heard me in the last, I did a couple short runs with my friend Jenny Scheinman here in the last, what are we in now? Top of this month and at the end of last month. We did that song. We did it in New York. It was a curious experience because the virus was, sweeping its way, sticking its ruby fingers into this land of ours as we were going from town to town, and one or two shows canceled, and the rest of the shows you could see that, obviously, logically, you could see people dwindling night after night. But anyway, I remember we did that in New York on March I think on the 10th or the 11th, and a pretty small enough crowd at that little place there that I felt like I could get a personal connection with every single individual in the audience, so unlike a lot of other times when you just kind of look over everybody's head and stare at the wall or stare at some fixed point, kind of look from face to face, among the few people that were there. Anyway, one of the people was Madeline Peyroux, the great singer, Madeline Peyroux, and she said, I like that one song you sang, the sort of the homoerotic song. And she said, I think I want to cover that one, maybe. But I like the homoerotic element threw me a little, she said. But I figured if you sang it that way, if I sang it, it wouldn't be homo. I said, what the hell are you talking about? She says, the song with I reach for the first man I see, which, if you were listening to that last song, it's like, I reach for the first man, meaning human, I guess. That's what I was thinking. But she thought that if she took it over, that, you know, it would finally make sense. And I encourage that. And I look forward to the day when I'll receive that first check from her cover of that tune. And so anyway, I've been writing some new songs. And maybe if there's time on this little thing, I'll do another one in a second here. But
a lot of requests coming in.
Yeah, let's do a request.
Well, Vineet wants to hear I Like Being Left Alone.
Who?
Vineet.
Oh, Vineet.
Karen Razor wants to hear You Don't Want What I Have. Joellen Kerwin says hi. A lot of people want to hear Tears Only Run One Way. Anna Jacobson wants to hear some Miles Davis. What else have we got? A lot of Shannon and Lisa Connell want to hear Georgia Hard. Somebody wants I Told Her Lies. Do you remember that?
Okay. Well, so more than one person wants to hear the Tears one?
Tears, yeah. I've heard a few requests for Tears.
All right. Well, let's go with the majority. Unlike some recent elections that I can think of.
Wow.
That's, yeah. Putting a little bite in my act nowadays. I'm hitting it hard. 4 walls, 2 hands, and one sad heart don't make a man much company. Yeah, but that's all that she left to me. My friends say I should find a new direction and forget these blues, but I don't even have to choose. Tears only run one way, never back the way they came. Tears only run one way, and that's down, down, down. Our love ran wild. It brought us where it took us higher than the skies. Man, it was a real ride. We kissed, we fought, yeah, we ran cold and hot. There's no 2 ways about the way that I feel right now. Tears only run one way, never back the way they came. Tears only run one way, and that's down, down, down. Well, just like that river flow, the tear won't be control. Though many fools have tried, not one has turned the tide, and I can start to drive her from my heart, no matter how hard I burn, down the road of no return. Tears only run one way, and never back the way they came. Tears only run one way, and that's down, down, down. Tears only run one way, and never back the way they came. Tears only run one way, and that's down, down, down. By your request.
Woo! Jubal's watching.
Oh my lord! Wow. Well, I want to do something. They told me at the Acorn Theater. They said mention that the show's been rescheduled, which I think I did, and it's in October now. They said tell some of your jokes. They said, like I fucking would forget to say funny things
Yeah,
between.
you can't help but be funny.
I am so funny. Have you noticed? So I said some funny things, I think, and I did some music. They said, do some of your songs, they said.
You've done
I
that.
did do that. And, but then they said, sell merchandise. And I'm a little loath to push that too hard. I said on Facebook this morning that, you know, a lot of people are bringing up this idea that musicians should be supported in these difficult times, I'm doing fine, folks. I'm not. I have books to read here, and my wife and I are holed up and enjoying life, reading books, playing the guitar, writing music, walking the dog. Nothing to worry about here. But as I said on the Facebook message this morning, in case you missed it, I'm happy to go with the idea that, you know, if you want to buy stuff in a way that gets me the maximal return, then that's through my website. My name, ROBBIEFULKS.com, and there's a store page on there, and my two latest little products are, they're both self-released independent weirdo projects, and so I would be obliged if you would take a look at those. One's a flash drive with 3 hours and 40 minutes of music on it, and that's music that's not on the other records. It's just stuff that I made up in the last 4 or 5 years, studio recordings, and the other one is a thing called 16. It's a cover of an old Bob Dylan record. So I'll do something from the flash drive right now, and I think I'll do this sort of Irishy ballad. No. I'll do this Irish-ish up-tempo thing, and this is one. It's an anti-nostalgia song, and it's an anti. What?
Okay.
It's an anti. Let's sit around and play music about the old times kind of a song. There's a drunken old sponge in the corner, half gone to hard luck and decay. And we had him from the first count on. Now he sits there and cries while we play. And these tempos, they vex and confound us. Simple joy is beyond us to feel. But our loved ones of yore are in rapture, I'm sure, to the strains of the coal miner's reel. Now the piper won't look toward the Boweron. There's some back pay he thinks that he's owed. And the fiddler just stares in the distance, marking time till his liver explodes. When the young trundled on the staircase, was it pity that flashed in their eyes? I don't know just what rings our insides till we sing, but our children will dance when it dies. So uncase the 5-string and sing if you must. Songs about riches, songs about lust, but no toast to the old times, no mist round the eyes, for the old times have made a wreck of our lives. Just try to restrain your unreasoning brain and be glad that the world marches on. Now uncase the 5-string and sing if you must. Songs about riches, songs about loss, no toast to the old times, no mist round the eyes, for the old times have made a wreck of our lives. No toast to the old times, no mist round the eyes, for the old times have made a wreck of our lives. Thank you. I can see the neighbors kind of walking around outside wondering what the hell's going on in here with this banging around, you know? We got a criminal that lives next door to us. Don't worry, they're not watching.
He's not a criminal.
He's suspicious. He's a little suspicious.
He's more of a hipster. Just has a suspicious
So, and Duke Levine is watching. Probably not still. He's probably given up by now. He's gone. Well, Duke showed me that Reggie Younglick that starts off the I Can Help by Billy Swan. So if the key was G, it would be I Can Help, Let Me Help. That one right there. That riff is just the coolest.
Do it again.
I don't think I could. And listeners can write in and correct me if I'm wrong. In fact, now that we have a little more time, let's do a sing-along and play-along song, and I'll give everybody 30 seconds to go grab your instruments. This song has easy chords on it, so if you have a uke or a guitar, mandolin, anything like that, go grab it now. And I'll just tell you quickly about this song for anybody who doesn't want to play along while that happens. This song is, I'm an old man now, and I think I turned another age even yesterday.
Yeah.
And so what happens when you're this age, as many of these viewers are, I can see from the list that Donna's making over there, is that you don't sleep anymore. I've been noticing you don't sleep. And so what I do is I kind of lie and stare at the ceiling and wait for day to come, but then I think, well, I'll try to make use of the time. So I work on songs just in my head, and I try to redraft things that I'm working on. And the other night, anyway, this is a couple weeks back, I made up an entire song in the hours between, 3 and 6. And I've got it here in my book where I write down. I got up and write it down. A lot of times when you dream about a song or it's in the middle of the night and these misty things are going around, and then you write it down the next day, it's a piece of shit. That happens a lot. But this one I kind of like, and so if you've got your instruments now, the chords in this one are, of course I'm capo, but the actual chords are D and G and A, and I think that's it. Maybe there's a B minor in it, and of course if you're capoed like I am, you can just follow my hand shapes. But this is it's a very gentle sing-along song, which makes me happy. It's the only I don't have any gentle sing-along songs in my whole catalog. But on the other hand, it's also a little bit mean-spirited, so it's kind of on the fence that way. And it's called, as you can see in my notebook here, perhaps, it's called Bands. So this is called Bands. I think, Donna, are you ready to help out like mid-song, right?
Yeah, you give me a cue.
It's after you sing, so I'll bring you in to sing on the bridge. The chorus goes, bands, we've all been in them. They drive around in vans, sleep on the floor. Their lives are boring, like their recordings. So let's not talk about your band anymore. Let's not talk about the record business or the way your drummer used to drink. About your young years, I don't share your interest. I just hired you to fix the sink. Bands, we've all been in them. That's right. They drive around in vans, sleep on the floor. Their lives are boring, like their recording. So let's not talk about your band anymore. Donna, join me in singing. You were the darlings of the English press. Who cares? Your fan base was biggest in the Midwest. Who cares? My uncle served in both the Iraq wars. His stories are tiresome, but they're twice as good as yours. So let's focus, if we can, on the plumbing, because plumbing is a boon to humankind. But 5 years of cheap motels and drunken drumming, well, that's an everyday mistake to leave behind. Here we go. Bands, we've all been in them. They drive around in vans, sleep on the floor. Their lives are boring, like their recordings. So let's not talk about your band anymore. That's a joke. Well, let's not talk about your band anymore. I was just fooling you with those chords at the end. That was a little joke there. All right, I've gone long enough. Let's do one more and wrap this up here. And
again, love to Beth Kligerman.
You've been watching Robbie Fulks at home. And all right, one more song here. What's a good one, Donna?
How about 70s Jesus?
Let's do some older, maybe.
Something older. Okay, I've had a lot of people wanted to hear Georgia Hard.
I don't really remember that.
No. Okay. Come on, you guys. Let's bring them in. What did You Don't Want What I Have?
Nah.
No. Some Scott Stevenson wants to hear some Sondheim.
Really?
Yes.
Everybody's a comedian, aren't they?
I know.
Being alive,
Yes.
being alive. Good night, everyone. You can tell that I'm a big man in this town, and I'm the king of every street that I walk down. Well, it ain't much to brag about, but it's all mine. From Main Street to the city limit sign. Welcome to Rock Bottom, population 1. Just over by the mountain, where a fool fell from. If you're looking for heartaches, stop and get you some. Down in Rock Bottom, population 1. What's going on out there?
Robbing the neighbor.
What?
He's robbing the neighbor.
Yeah, when I said goodbye to her, I felt so strong. Man, I thought I knew my way, but somewhere I went wrong. Now I trade this lonesome world to hold her near, but I don't think she could reach me way down here. Welcome to population 1, just over by the mountain. Well, Chuck Berry, where a fool fell from. And if you're looking for heartaches, God, it's out of tune. Stop and get you some. Down in Rock Bottom, population 1. You can make it your hometown, no matter where you're from. If you come to Rock Bottom, population 1. What's going on over there? Sorry, gotta check in with the neighbors. Thanks for watching.